Hey everyone, while we humans have made enormous progress in 20th century across infrastructure development, technology development and so on, this development has created its own set of challenges related to depletion of natural resources and environmental degradation. And one of the biggest side effects is climate change. Earth is already getting warmer, and if not taken the right steps, the temperature on Earth is going to increase a lot. Another major visible impact of increasing waste level is seen in the marine ecosystem. There's an entire floating island of trash called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in the North Pacific Ocean. It is projected that if we don't take right steps, there will be more plastic than fish in our ocean by 2050. Hence, one of the biggest themes for 21st century is sustainability. There is a need to create circular economy where rather than dumping the waste, we recycle and reuse the products in a sustainable manner. That's where the recycling sector has a very strong tailwind due to various factors, including government initiative in terms of government creating favorable policies around recycling, then ESG norms where corporates taking right steps towards sustainable development, and rising awareness about recycling that has created a good demand for recycling products and services. On top of this, recycling industry in India is still largely unorganized, with local players using wrong method to recycle products, and that again cause harm to the environment. All these factors have created a massive tailwind for organized players in the recycling segment. Hence, in today's video, I have done a detailed analysis on the recycling sector of India across 6 categories: metal recycling, water, plastic, e-waste, rubber and solid waste recycling. I have also discussed the key growth drivers across these categories along with top listed players in the Indian recycling sector. Alright, let's get started with first metal sector. The increasing investment in infrastructure driven by urbanization along with growing demand for automobiles has surged the demand for metal in the country. Now there are various types of metals that find usage across sectors including steel, iron, lead, aluminium, zinc, copper and so on. As far as growth driver is concerned, the biggest growth driver is government initiative and regulatory support. For instance, in 2019, government launched the National Material Recycling Policy that aims to develop a sustainable and efficient recycling ecosystem in India. It focuses on reducing waste, promoting use of recycled material and setting up recycling zones across country. Then government has reduced import duties on scrap, making it more economical for industries to recycle rather than rely on virgin material. Then in 2021, government launched vehicle scrappage policy where commercial and passenger vehicle older than 15 and 20 years respectively will be scrapped if they fail the fitness test. This initiative would result in massive amount of metal scrap that would need to be recycled. Then recently there are discussions around Indian government planning to make it compulsory for automobile manufacturer to use 20% recycled material out of total weight of metals they need by 26-27. Also, with adoption of electric vehicle, there is massive demand for lithium-ion batteries as it's the most critical component in EVs and constitute nearly 30 to 50% cost of vehicle. Due to growing demand for lithium-ion batteries, there is already a supply-demand mismatch. Hence, extracting material from recycling of lithium-ion batteries make much more economic, sustainable and social sense than extracting metal from mines. So it becomes necessary to recycle lithium-ion battery to maintain the continuous supply of these materials. Now at the moment, this metal recycling industry is highly fragmented with very few organized players involved in the value chain right from scrap collection to processing. It is mainly an unorganized market at the moment, and that result in inefficiencies in the supply chain, poor quality control and environmental hazard due to improper handling of scrap. That's where there is a massive opportunity for organized players in the metal recycling sector of India. At the moment, the leading listed player in Indian metal recycling sector include Gravita India that currently commands a market cap of around 15,500 crore. Please note that Gravita India has presence across multiple categories within recycling segment including lead recycling, plastic, rubber, aluminium recycling, but currently around 85% business volume for the company is from lead recycling where it recycles acid lead batteries. I remember covering this company last year at levels around 650 and from there it has zoomed almost 4 times now. Not only that, Gravita India management is extremely bullish on future growth prospect and have shared their vision 2028 with 25% CAGR growth in volumes, 35% CAGR growth in profitability and more than 25% ROCE. If management can achieve these targets, there is still a lot more growth ahead for the company. Second company in metal recycling space is Pondy Oxide that currently commands a market cap of around 2,350 crore with a PE of 41. Pondy Oxide mainly include lead recycling business at the moment. Okay, before we discuss further, I'm sure you all would be aware of AI disruption happening in the world. There's already a buzz around AI resulting in many job losses. I relate this AI revolution similar to computer revolution in the 90s. During that time, computer did take away some of the jobs, but only those who did not learn how to use computer. AI is already making our life easy, and those who learn how to use AI tool can really grow in their careers. In fact, AI is already creating massive job opportunities for those who know how to use it. That's where we have a partner in this video, Growth School, that offers a 3 hours hands-on AI training. Usually this is a paid training, but it is free for my first 1500 audience who register now using the link in the description and pin comment. In this training, you will learn how to use AI to streamline repetitive tasks, analyze complex data on Excel sheet using AI, build your personal brand, building presentation in seconds, job hunting, salary hike strategies, and more than 20 AI tools. This training is designed for people from both tech and non-tech background. Marketing, operations, sales professional, or even content creators, freelancers, and entrepreneurs. Even my team has taken this training and achieved great results. I provided the link in the description and pinned comment. Do check it out. Okay, now let us look at the water recycling sector. Today, one of the biggest challenge we are facing is there are still millions of people in rural part of the country who don't have access to clean water. Not only that, many cities in India are already facing groundwater shortage, and this is getting worse day by day. On top of that, there is a rising demand of water for industrial usage due to increasing manufacturing activities. Now, there are nearly 1,000 sewage treatment plants in India, but most of them are inefficiently run by municipality that lacks quality standard. In fact, data says that nearly 70% of wastewater generated goes directly into rivers and lakes. So on one side, there is acute water shortage. On other side, the main source of water, which is Indian rivers, are getting polluted heavily. That's where Indian government has launched multiple projects with the goal to provide clean drinking water to every person of the country, and for that, it has to clean the rivers and build an infrastructure to transport that water to the last mile. The challenge is that even after years of investment in water treatment plants, today only 1/3 of total sewage generated is treated by the plants. On top of this, rising industrialization is generating a lot of toxic waste that again needs to be treated. All these challenges have created a big opportunity for leading organized players in India across various segments. So first biggest opportunity is the treatment of wastewater by installing sewage treatment plant. Second big opportunity is in water desalination segment. Although India has a long coastal line, it has not taken up desalination project to resolve the water crisis. Desalination is basically the process in which salt is removed from seawater. Third immediate big opportunity is in zero liquid discharge segment. It is basically to treat the industrial wastewater. Now, apart from these immediate opportunities, there are two mega themes in India that has created opportunity for water recycling companies. First is semiconductor industry that requires ultra pure water to wash the chips. That's where companies specialized in water processing would come into picture. And second is green hydrogen, which is considered fuel of the future. And that's where you would need water to produce hydrogen from it. Now, I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but a few months ago, I've already done a detailed analysis on water recycling sector of India. I'd strongly recommend watching this video. Now, some of the top listed companies in water recycling sector include L&T, which is the largest player in this space. Although it's a conglomerate with multiple other business divisions. Second is Thermex. Again, it is not a dedicated water treatment firm, but it's a leading player in water treatment space as well as zero liquid discharge segment. Third player is Praj Industry, where 30% of its business comes from high purity and engineering segment that include wastewater treatment and zero liquid discharge. Fourth player is Vatek Vabag, which is a dedicated water recycling player that specializes in water treatment that include design, supply, installation, construction and operational management of drinking water, wastewater treatment, industrial water treatment and desalination plants. Fifth player is Ion Exchange. Again, a specialized company in water treatment with more than 60 years of existence with solutions offering water treatment, wastewater treatment, recycling, zero liquid discharge, sewage treatment, packaged drinking water, seawater desalination and so on. And sixth player is EMS Limited, which is also a specialized company in water and wastewater collection, treatment and disposal. Now let us look at the third segment, that is plastic recycling. Now, plastic is considered to be a revolutionary product as it is versatile, lightweight and durable, making it useful in a wide variety of industrial and consumer application. However, lack of collection and inadequate segregation, sorting and dumping of waste plastic in landfills and ocean makes it one of the largest environmental issues in the world today. As per data, globally around 400 million tons of plastic waste is generated every year and less than 10% of it is recycled. Of this, 70% is either burned or dumped into the landfills, and the remaining 20% is either mismanaged or leaked into the environment. The biggest growth driver for plastic recycling is again government initiatives. In June 22, Government of India issued a mandate to use at least 30% recycled content in new PET bottles from 2025, and this percentage is likely to increase over time. Then second major growth driver is ESG norms, where global MNCs are increasing adoption of recycled material in their product. For instance, Adidas collaborated with Indian cricketer Rohit Sharma to launch a sustainable apparel collection made from plastic waste. Inditex, the parent company of Zara, plans to reduce emission in its value chain by 50% and ensure that 40% fiber used by Inditex brand are sourced from recycled processes by 2030. Coca-Cola has already rolled out its beverages in 100% recycled bottle in various markets across the world. Then major FMCG companies like HUL, Nestle, P&G have established sustainable targets to reduce the use of virgin plastic in packaging by half by 2025. Now at the moment, plastic recycling in India is predominantly carried out by informal sector, and that's where organized players have a massive growth opportunity. The leading player in this space include Ganesha Ecosphere, that uses waste PET bottles as raw material and recycle them to produce rPET fiber, yarn and rPET chips. Currently, it's a small cap company with a market cap of around 5,600 crore. I've already done a detailed analysis on Ganesha Ecosphere a few months ago. I would strongly recommend watching that video. Now let us look at the e-waste recycling sector. The rapid advancement of technology has made electronics an integral part of our daily lives. The consumer electronics market is experiencing remarkable growth, with the average Indian consumer increasingly purchasing electronics appliances and advanced smart products. Moreover, electronic devices have become symbol of social identity and status. As a result, there's a need to replace the gadget frequently with newer updated version. Hence, the lifespan of electronic products have been reducing rapidly, with devices becoming obsolete at much faster rate. Now, India is the third largest generator of e-waste after US and China, and less than 10% of this e-waste is recycled properly. Most of this e-waste is recycled by unorganized players using processes that are harmful to the environment. So there's a massive opportunity for organized players in the sector. At the moment, I found two listed players working in this domain. First is Eco Recycling, that offers end-to-end solution of reverse logistics, data destruction, information technology, asset disposition, recycling of e-waste and so on. Company's earnings have been growing at an exponential rate in last few years. It also enjoys very high ROE and ROCE and negligible debt. Although CFO to EBITDA is currently negative, its market cap is around 1700 crore with a PE of around 74. Second company is Namo E-Waste. It is involved in recycling of electrical and electronics equipment such as AC, refrigerator, laptops, phone, washing machine. At the moment, it's listed as a SME company with market cap of around 500 crore. But it is also showing excellent growth in earnings and has high profitability and negligible debt levels. Worth studying both Eco Recycling and Namo E-Waste in detail. Now let us look at the rubber recycling sector. India generates millions of tons of waste rubber annually, predominantly from used tires, that has created a need for effective recycling solution. Especially with the increasing number of vehicles, there is a growing usage of rubber. Interestingly, recycled rubbers find application in multiple sectors. So there is a potential to create a good ecosystem around rubber recycling. In this sector, one such company working on rubber recycling is Tina Rubber. It is primarily engaged in recycling of waste tires and manufacturing of value-added products like crumb rubber modified butamen, butamen emulsions and so on, that is used for making and repairing the road, tires and auto part industry. Company's growth has been phenomenal in the last few years and it also enjoys high profitability. Debt level is comfortable and also generate good cash from operation. Currently it commands a market cap of around 2400 crore with a PE of 44. Then Gravita India is also involved in rubber manufacturing. Now let us look at the solid waste recycling sector. In India, solid waste management has been traditionally viewed as responsibility of local municipal authority or urban local bodies. However, very few municipal authorities have set up proper waste processing centers, while even fewer have adequate waste disposal facility in place. Due to reasons like poor financial resources, lack of financial and technical knowledge of waste management, municipal government and most cities struggle to manage the solid waste generated in their respective cities. On top of this, Indian government has initiated projects such as Swachh Bharat Mission, development of smart cities with strong focus on solid waste management. And that's where organized players with proper infrastructure and technical knowledge have a very strong tailwind. One of the leading players in this segment is Antony Waste Handling Cell. It's a pioneer in municipal solid waste management, providing a full spectrum of service that include solid waste collection, transportation, processing, and disposable services. Currently, it commands a market cap of around 1900 crore with a PE of 27. Company's management has guided for 25% CAGR growth over the next 3 to 5 years, and margins are expected to increase from current level of 20% to 23-24%. If company can achieve its management guidance and for long term, it can be a good wealth creator. So in this video, we discuss the recycling sector of India across 6 categories. Metal recycling include Gravita and Pondy. Water recycling include L&T, Thermex, Praj, and then 3 dedicated players, Vatek Vabag, Ion Exchange, and EMS. Then plastic recycling include Ganesha Ecosphere. E-waste recycling include Eco Recycling and Namo E-waste. Rubber recycling include Tina Rubber and Gravita. And solid waste recycling include Antony Waste Sanding Cell. Now tell me in the comments, what is your take on recycling sector? Have you invested in any of the company? If you find this video useful, do share it within your circle. I'll see you next video. Till then, take care.